Okay, in this video, we're going to talk about creating a simple calculator. So input for this program would look like 1 minus 3 plus 4. And then, yeah, let's say output. Output is calculating the result, minus 2 plus 2. Okay, so that's basically what your program, our program, simple calculator, should output. Okay, so what do you have to do? The simple calculator must do addition, subtraction, and then if the input is kind of longer, then, well, you can do arbitrary number of addition and subtraction and so forth. So that means it's repeating the addition and subtraction, addition or subtraction many, many times. That means we have to probably use the while loop. Okay, then you have to decide, we have to decide what should be the inside the out loop. What would be the unit of the things that has to be repeated. In some sense, this is well split. It seems like in each iteration of you read a number, and then you read an operator, and so forth, until you meet at the end the equal sign. So let's say while, okay. What you need to do is first read a number. So that means I have to create a variable integer, and then I'll just read number like this. Okay. And then you have to read an operator. So what would be the type of the operator? It should be char type. Okay. So then you have to call rechar function. Okay. So now we still need to fill out the details. Well, first of all, well, you have to compute the result, right? How do you evaluate the result? Well, that means you probably need to have another variable, let's say R, the result. And then at the end, you have to call write num, then R. Okay. What else? Well, we have to, where do you compute the result? Now let's think about this input. So when you read 1, well, the result has to be, in a sense, 1, because 1 is 1. And then when you up to read here, the result should be updated to minus 2, because 1 minus 3 is minus 2. And when you read up to here, result has to be 2, because reading result is 1 minus 3 plus 4 has to be 2. What does that mean? Seems like updating must take place here, and here, and here. In a sense, right after reading a number, and then right before reading the operator. Okay? So what does that mean? If the operator is plus, you have to add a number. Remember, this is the same as, it's a shorthand for this, the same. Okay, so otherwise, you have to subtract A from R. Okay? Does it make sense? And then operator should be what? When you keep running the loop, well, you have to finish the loop when the operator is equal sign. That means as long as this is not the same as equal sign, you keep running the operator. Okay, so let's see if it works fine. So let's try to simulate the running. So let's assume code is running. So now at this moment, variable A is declared. Each variable has three properties. That means its name, its type, and its value. Well, there are some values we don't know, but it's not determined for sure yet. It could be any number, some garbage number. Okay? And then for this R, variable R with type int is declared and it's garbage. And then there's another variable int. Not, no, it's not integer, it's character type, char type. And then it contains some garbage character. Okay? So now, well, it's a problem. Well, you are comparing operator with equals sign, but it could be equal sign, it could not be equal sign. We don't know, it's a garbage. So we have to make sure the op is initialized correctly. So what should be the op? Well, that op has to be used in here, right? So this has to be true, and then you're reading 1, and then, well, 1 has to be the result. That means this is the operation that is used for this one, number 1, the first number. So that means, well, it's always, it has to be always addition for the first number. So op has to be initialized with plus. Okay, so that's basically what you need to do. So you got this, and this is true. Plus is not the same as equal sign there. Okay, so let's try to think about the situation. Now, this is what's contained in the, let's assume this is contained what's in the input buffer. Okay, that means user typed in this string. Okay, so A is red. Before it was garbage, but after read num function, A will be red like this. Okay, this one is red. And then operator is that operator we initialized before. This is not the one, it's still is in the input buffer. So the R is added. There's a problem. Well, R is garbage, and then, well, whatever garbage plus something is another garbage. Well, R has to be initialized, right? So that means R again has to be initialized. So before it was 0, and now, given this, R plus A is taking place. Now this is 1. Okay, and then you go here, reach our operator. So from the standard in, that means from the input buffer, this is right here. Okay, and then you're done with the first iteration. You go back. Operator is not the equal sign. That's good. You read a number, so that means now 3 is in here, and then you read all 3 from the input buffer. And then what? Check out the operator. Now this is minus. So minus means what? You go here, and and then subtract R from, subtract 3 from R, so that means this is this, and then you go there, okay? And then operator is red again, so now this becomes plus, there, go again, operator is not equal sign in there, and then you read a number into 4 from the standard input, and then you update R using this because operator is plus, so that means R becomes 2, and then you read the operator from the standard in, that's the equal sign, you exit. Oh, now this becomes false, right? Well, this one, this is the same, it's not the same, right? So this becomes false, right? So now you exit the loop and then you print out 2 in the output. Okay, so now let's code this up. Yeah, I did some practice before. Okay. Let's say calculator. Let's see. So first of all, always start with include IC210.h, and then integer main. So you need 3 variables. First one was what? Read number. That's for reading a number. Second one was read an operation, as you said. That has to be initialized. Plus, for the first number, processing for processing the first number, and then you have to have an integer variable to store the result on the way. So what do? If it is not equal sign, keep doing it. If it is equal sign, you stop it. First of all, you read a number from standard in, and then given this number, and then using the operator in the previous iteration, if the operator is plus sign, you add it. You add what you just read. If it is not the case, if the operator is minus, you subtract it. And then what? So far you read a number, you update the result, and then you read the next operator for the next iteration, read char, and then loop is done, and then it will move to the next iteration. So once you meet the operator equal sign, you're done. Now you have to print out the number R to the standard out. And well, we should have some new line character for line break. Our friend \n. This is it. Okay. Okay. We compiled it. So let's say 1 minus 4 plus 3 equals. Okay.